YouTube did not need a new React channel, but here we are. Today I'm reacting to In Rainbows by Radiohead for the first time. But since it's the first video on the channel, let me give you a little bit of context. I've always wanted to create a YouTube channel to listen to and react to music, but I've always stalled the decision and I decided to go for it today. I see this as a great excuse to sit down and actually listen to some records that I've been wanting to listen for years, but also to keep up with new releases and to listen to albums that you guys might suggest. I have no musical background, no music theory knowledge, no instruments, so the only thing you get out of me is vibes and a personal connection to the music. I made a Discord channel you can find in the description of this video, or you can find all the albums I already know, the ones I plan on listening to, and a place where you can submit new albums for me to react to. That being said, let's start the reaction. So today I'll be listening to In Rainbows by Radiohead for the very first time. I've been wanting to listen to this album as well as OK Computer for over 5 years. 5 years ago I listened to Kid A for the very first time and I really enjoyed that record. I just never dedicated time to listen to other Radiohead projects. I just heard great things about this album, but I don't know anything about it. I'm coming in with no expectations. The first thing I see is the album cover, and if I had to guess, it feels like the record is going to be explosive, full of color, spacey, unpredictable. I can't really tell what's going on behind the text, but it looks like an explosion of paint. But the cover looks very recognizable. That being said, let's start with the first track called 15 Steps. Wow. Oh, the mix on this is incredible. Oh, the build-up. Oh, we're here on the left now. Wow, it's so rich. What an intro. "15 steps, then a sheer drop." I'm not sure what's referring to. Maybe you guys can tell me. I don't know what 15 steps are. Could it be like a recovery program for like alcoholics? And then a sheer drop. Oh, it's so rich. Wow. What's going on now? I guess the string was cut. Wow, what a track. So I haven't done any album reactions videos ever, and I was worried about not being able to say anything between the tracks. I really like the drums in the background and the guitar. The build-up is incredible. It seems there's a lot of self-reflection. You used to be alright, what happened? And maybe we're talking about some addiction with alcohol here. 15 steps, then a sheer drop. This person has been battling with alcohol and now they took their eyes off the ball and they're right back where they started. I like the fact that there's just like a silence at the end. I wonder how this track plays out when you hear it in loop. I really, really like this first song. What an opener. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 as a first listen. Let's jump straight into track 2, Bodysnatchers.
I do not understand what it is. I don't know.
It sounds completely different to Kid A so far.
Check for Paul. Blink your eye. Won't forget to
It feels very experimental, but I really like it. I don't know what's that instrument in the background. Maybe it's an electric guitar. It sounds like a ghost. Wow. So like they're like a puppet. I wonder what he's talking about here. Oh, it sounds so good. It's a very haunting song. I don't know if the person that's singing is dead and they're coming back to haunt us. You killed the sound, removed backbone, pale imitation. Oh, sounds so good. It's a very good follow-up to the first song too. surprised I never heard the song before. It's so good. I don't know, by the way, which song in this album is like singles or not, but Bodysnatcher, wow, another 9. Actually, I'll put it 9.5. I think I liked it a little bit better than the first one because of the storytelling. Is even though I understood it less than the first one, it seems more, I don't know, I just liked it more. Very fun to listen to and amazing sounding to the ears. I think the first time I listened to Kid A, I was a little bit weirded out, but this one, even though it does feel very experimental, it's clicking. It's the type of album you enjoy on the first listen. Track 3, Nude. We got... Whoa. Whoa, this is a left turn. Seems like somebody died. And we're at their funeral. Oh, the choir. I don't know if it's a choir. I really also like the diversity of sound we're getting.
Don't get any big idea. And I'm gonna burn. You paint yourself white and feel annoyed. There'll be something missing.
Wow. I think I saw that this came out in 2006, and it's about 20 years old now. But it sounds like it came out in the 70s, and the recording quality is amazing.
Now that you feel you don't, you got off the
Compared to the explosion of the first 2 tracks, it does feel like a moment paused in the record. It feels like we're going in slow motion. But I really like it. Wow. It seems like we're at the core of the explosion on the album cover. Time froze, and we're listening to the thoughts of whatever caused the explosion. It's so angelic. And it's a little bit sad at the same time as well, of course. I don't understand the title of the album yet, but In Rainbows, of course, reminds me of the sky. It feels like we're floating towards heaven. And it's very bright and warm. Let's jump straight to track 4, Weird Fishes. I'm gonna give that a 9 as well. At first I was, the second part of the song really won me over. Okay, we got some pace. I think I talked about paint in the beginning of when I saw the album cover. I really like the visuals it's painting in my head. Visuals of space and sky and heaven and hell, and now the sea. Looking at the lyrics. And the title, Fishes. Weird Fishes. Arpeggi.
Should I stay here? Why should I stay?
Sorry.
I'd be crazy not to fall.
Oh, there's some kind of loop in the background, and he's talking about follow. This feels like hypnosis, kind of.
They tell me turn me on a phantom. I follow to the end.
Weird Fishes, Arpeggi. Whoa. Something's happening in the background. We're underwater, but something is happening. I get eaten by the worms.
And weird fishes. Picked over by the worm.
I think I'd prefer to be eaten by fishes than worms.
Weird fishes.
Weird Fishes. Okay. So, previous track, we were soaring towards the sky, we fell down to the ocean, and we're hitting the bottom. And there was another player involved. Somebody's eyes, your eyes, they turn me. Your eyes, they turn me. Follow where you lead. How did we end up in this ocean? It's really good, but so far I like this track the least. But that doesn't mean it's a bad track. I feel it's a good breather in the context. Emotionally, we were going all over the place, and this is a little bit more stable. Something happened to us, and we're kind of recovering. I think it suits very well the progression from Lost Rock to this track. I'm gonna give it a 8. I still like it a lot. Let's go to track number 5. All I Need. Whoa. What is that? It's so dark. Is this a new section?
I'm an animal trapped in your car.
What does that mean?
I am all the day
It sounds like a riddle.
you choose to ignore.
So the person speaking to us is trying to make themselves known.
You're all I need. I'm in the middle of your picture, lying in the
I really like the soundscape of this album so far. The singing is fine. It reminds me of Kid A. I guess it's the same lead singer. But the environment is completely different than Kid A.
trying to get out of the night. I'm still with you because there are no others.
Something's happening in the background.
You're all I need. You're all I need. I'm in the middle of your picture, lying in the rain.
Okay, I like this a little bit better now. Wow. You can barely hear the voice. It's drowning inside the instrumentations. But it feels appropriate. I didn't like the first part of the song that much. I find the lyrics kind of interesting. If it was for the first part alone, I would have given it a 6.5. But I really like the ending. So, and I do feel like it's coherent to what we've heard so far. So I'm giving it a 7.5. Let's continue with track 6. Faust Arp. I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
Dominoes in pretty patterns, fingers in the blackbird pie and tingling, tingling, tingling. It's what you feel now, what you ought to, reasonable, sensible, different than makeup. I guess I'm stuck.
What is that background? Is it a harp?
songs I take about is what you feel now, what you ought to. The elephant that's in the room is tumbling, duplicate and triplicate and plastic bags and duplicate and triplicate. There from the neck up, I guess I'm stuck. We thought you had it, but no.
Whoa.
Exactly where do you get up? Is enough.
I have no idea what we're talking about, but it's very interesting. Somebody's dying. That's from the neck up because I'm stuffed. Wake you, rise and shine. It's on again, off again, on again. It sounds amazing though. It feels very theatrical. So far it feels like the music is representing something bigger, like a play or a painting or an opera. The message of the album so far is not explicit, so I'm interested in listening to it again and again and finding more meaning to it. But the soundscape is really drawing me in. I really like the last song. I'm gonna give it an 8. And let's hop to track 7, Reckoner. Okay. The piano's on the left, there's drums on the right, there's drums on the left. It doesn't make me feel like I'm in the middle of the band. Sorry, I meant guitar, not piano. Oh, it's building. I'm sorry I'm not speaking, it's just a lot to take in. Whoa. I feel like I said wow a lot this video. Oh, the vocal layering. Whoa.
Sure.
Wow. I wonder who this Reckoner person is. It sounds like it could be the devil. Or it could be God. How do human beings make this stuff, bro? I wonder what's the vision in the studio to write a track like this. Wow. Amazing. Nah, that was amazing. It's hard to give a record a 10 on first listen. I would have preferred it to be longer than it was. Like, give me another chapter in that story. Give me a more higher high and a lower low. But for what it is it's a 9.5. I think so far Bodysnatchers and Radiohead are my two favorites on first listen. Let's continue this adventure. Track 8, House of Cards. What a treat so far, this album. I didn't expect at all for it to sound the way it does. It sounds a lot more classical, progressive rock than what I expected. What is that sound? House of Cards. What did I do to you, man? Oh. Another hypnotic loop. Wow.
Infrastructure will collapse.
This is a big change of direction for the album, I feel like. It's not bad at all. I wasn't expecting this though. And it's less abstract. about the meaning compared to the previous tracks, in my opinion. I think it's a track about building relationships with people, and people are unpredictable. That's a sad song for sure. So far, I'd say it's completely different to the rest of the album. I think the soundscape, the building of the instrumentations, I like it less than the rest of the album, but the singing on this album, on this track is so much better. It's very dreamy. We're in a trance of the Nile. But I like the beat. I like the track. I'm gonna give it a 7, I think. Yep, gave it a 7. Alright, last 2 tracks. So far, I'm really liking the album. I hope we end in the way we started, though. Alright, track 9. It's called Jigsaw Falling into Place. Hey, if you're listening to this video, stay hydrated.
Just as you take my hand, just as you write my number down, just as the drinks arrive,
just as you play your favorite song,
as your body disappears. No one will wind up like a spring before you had too much. Come back and focus again. The walls have been in shape. They got a Cheshire cat grin, all blurring into one. This place is on a mission before the night out. Before the animal noises closer get killers. Before you come at all.
Not my favorite track by far. It's alright though, so far. Halfway through, I think.
Before you run away from me, before you're lost between the notes, the beat goes round and round. The beat goes round and round.
Okay. Come on.
I just pretended that I was a blow instrument. As I set up shotguns, come on and let it out. 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 Before you run away from me,
Wow, the drumming is amazing.
Jigsaw falling in a place, so there is none to explain. You eye each other as you pass. She looks back, you look back. Not just once, not just twice. Wish you were a nightmare. Wish you were a nightmare. You got it on, you can feel it on your back. And you can feel it on your back. Jigsaw falling into place.
I wonder how this album is gonna feel like listening to it again and again. Right now, I didn't really like this track compared to the first part of the album. I like the lyrics, I like the delivery. There's nothing I dislike, but compared to the genius of the first part of the album, it's a little bit lackluster, but it's still a good track. It could definitely be better if the last song closes out the album in a good way. Meaning that this song can sound better in the context of listening to the whole album if we don't fall off a cliff on the last track. So far, this is a 7 on first listen. Let's see how the album closes out, and then I'll give my final thoughts. Videotape, track 10.
When I'm at the pearly gate,
Wow.
this'll be on my videotape, my videotape.
The videotape.
Mephistopheles is just beneath.
Who the hell is Mephistopheles?
To grab me. This is one for the good days, and I have it all here. And red, blue, green, and red, blue, green.
This is a very interesting song.
And you are my center when I spin away, out of control on videotape,
Compared to the rest of the album, it's very simple, but it's really good. We can hear a choir and so many humming voices. It feels appropriate for an outro.
this is my way out saying goodbye.
Yeah, it's just your way to saying goodbye.
'Cause I can do
Face to face.
talking to you before. No matter what happens now, you shouldn't be afraid. 'Cause I know today has been the most perfect day I've ever seen.
What a weird drum sound. I almost don't want it to end. feels like we followed this person in a big journey of going all over the place. And we're actually saying goodbye to them. I can't tell if we're leaving them in a good place or a bad place. I don't think it's a good place. Even though they say it's the best day ever. What a trip. So in the context of the album, this last song was a 9 for sure. Looking at the name of the track, Videotape, I didn't expect at all to sound the way it did. Wow, this album really took me into a journey. I almost feel like a Dante experience where we're being dragged up, following this main character, going to different layers of a spiritual realm, going into heaven, to hell. I feel like there's a lot of hopefulness, but a lot of cynicism as well. A lot of self-awareness. The album itself, if we're talking just about the music, it flew by. I think it was 42 minutes, but it felt like it was 20. The music really took us into a journey. On a first listen, that was super easy to listen to. Very digestible. Highlights for me are definitely 15 Steps, Bodysnatcher, Nude, Reckoner, and Videotape. So it started well, ended well. It started really good. House of Cards and Jigsaw Falling into Places felt less interesting compared to the first part of the album. I really like the themes of having in hell, of dying, being born again, and being alive, of being a ghost. What a wonderful experience. I understand why so many people like this album. The album cover made me think it was going to be way more explosive than it actually was. In contrast to the album cover, a lot of this album is very soft and introspective, even though it has a lot of good, exciting moments. I'm excited now to listen to other people react to this album the first time and see if they felt the same thing I felt. I'm also really excited for other Radiohead projects. I've never listened to OK Computer, and now I'm really hoping it sounds as cohesive as this album sounded. This is my very first video ever, so if you enjoyed it, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of it. If you want to suggest videos for me to react to, just hop over on Discord, DM me. I'm interested in knowing, what did you think when you first heard this album? That was In Rainbows by Radiohead. Thanks for watching.